Hello, it's a review for Warhammer 40,000 Darktide, and since the first showing of this game has not been a really smooth sailing, although the announcement of a new cooperative action was pleasant, those who know had concerns. Fat Shark at the same time was already a failed DLC for Vermintide 2, Binds of Magic, and after the presentation of the game were not best events. Let's start with the plot. At first, everything looks promising, a full-fledged character editor that really affects something, in the case of the Darktide dialogues, which are many in the game. A spectacular prologue and great cutscenes, however, after that the main plot seems to disappear. All we see next are the scenes with the captain says to the character, "I don't trust you enough, go do the task, kill the cowards, and maybe I will respect you." At some point, of course, the plot sets an intrigue with a rat on a ship, but this branch ends without really starting, and this is the cheapest possible way. The only interesting moment can be heard in the dialogues in the middle of the missions between the characters. Despite all the variety of gameplay among the classes, this still seems not enough after Vermintide 2. Yes, there are deeper in terms of gameplay, but it is not enough. As a result, the gameplay itself seemed to be more interesting than Vermintide due to all the innovations and evolution is possible here. You will have time to study Be Hero, because it will take at some 3 dozen hours to reach the maximum, 30th level with one class, and others will not come much faster at the same time. Every 1 or 2 ranks you get something new, another passive talent, a new gun or an additional slot for accessory. But we must understand that this same task will have to be completed again and again, gradually increasing the complexity. The director of course tries to diversity them, but try the tense you already begin to guess where the danger will come from. They try to give you a variety to the passage of special conditions, a decrease in the level of visibility and the location, more numerous and intense horde of enemies, and so on. So far, such modifiers are frankly few. Collection of books also migrated from Vermintide, but for some reason you choose in advance whether the cursed or sacred scriptures will be scattered on the map or not. They could hide them on every mission, and the group itself would decide whether to pick them up or not. These grimoires and the previous objects reduce the maximum health of party members. But now it makes less sense to take risk. Now equipment no longer drops out randomly at the end of the mission, but it's bought in the store as a base for in the game currency. The bonus to money and experience for corrupted worms is not significant enough to reach the success of entire operation. The search for resources for upgrading equipment is much more useful if you like a particular gun. Then you can improve it and increase its quality up to legendary. It before getting an orange thing was a really holiday in my life. Now it's just no matter of perseverance in the extraction of materials. It's important to understand that the strength of the class. On the one hand, there are almost no restriction on equipment. Each specialty has only a couple of unique types of weapons. On the other hand, special kills and passive bonuses make the character useful in different situations. The savage can stun a crowd of enemies with a grenade and is better than other under onslaught of the enemy. Ogre Giant in turn will cover the group with a shield from the enemy bullets. The main thing is not to waste talent in the rain, it takes time to recharge. So at the end, Warhammer 40k Darktide has become closer to a game service and not co-op adventure for 4. Separate missions unfolding in different parts and large locations, several internal currencies, a common headquarters for all players on the server. The structure of the project looks a lot like Destiny, but this does not in the least prevent you from enjoying fierce battles for the glory of the Emperor. And in the coming years there will certainly be a mountain of new content, as was the case with both Vermintide. Thanks for watching guys, happy new year and goodbye!